I spent 11 years being lonely before I finally admitted it. Not the kind of lonely you feel on a Friday night, the quieter kind, the kind that slips in slowly after the kids stop visiting. As often after familiar neighbors move away, after dinner becomes something you eat standing over the sink, because setting the table for one feels more like punishment than routine. That kind of loneliness doesn't knock. It doesn't arrive with a reason or a name. It simply becomes the temperature of your life. So gradually you don't even notice when it turns cold. And the most dangerous part, it starts to feel normal long before you realize how deep it's gone. Here's what I understand now that I didn't understand then. Loneliness isn't just a feeling. It's a quiet decision, not one you make on purpose, but one you make every time you choose nothing instead of something. I kept waiting for it to pass on its own. It never did. I kept waiting to feel ready to change. That feeling never came either. I told myself I didn't need people. I was wrong. You might be too. I remember one winter when 4 full days passed without me speaking a single word out loud to another person. Nothing dramatic happened. That was the problem. Nothing happened at all. The phone stayed silent. The television repeated the same 3 programs, the same soup, the same chair, the same empty rooms. And I told myself this was fine. It wasn't. My doctor said chronic loneliness affects the body the way smoking 15 cigarettes a day does. I laughed when he told me, then I stopped laughing because I couldn't remember the last time I had laughed naturally at all. That was the moment I realized this wasn't something I could quietly live with anymore. What changed everything wasn't some grand revelation. It was a simple Tuesday afternoon and a visit to a senior co-living community a friend had mentioned twice and I had ignored twice. I walked in expecting silence. Soft music, people staring at the floor. Instead, I found a woman named Gloria teaching 3 residents how to play poker badly, loudly, happily. In the garden, a man looked up from his book, smiled, and handed me a cup of coffee, like we'd known each other for 20 years. It sounds small. Standing there, it didn't feel small at all. Because what places like that really give you isn't just care or convenience or floor plans. They give you rhythm, a reason to get dressed in the morning. People who notice when you don't show up to breakfast, not because they have to, but because you matter to the shape of their day. You keep your independence. You keep your privacy. You just stop being invisible. And that difference turns out to be everything. Loneliness will try to convince you that it's too late to begin again, that you're too set in your ways, too far gone to build something new. But that voice isn't wisdom, it's just fear. That's been around long enough to sound reasonable. You are not too late. You are only waiting, and sometimes the distance between where you are and somewhere better is just one conversation. One visit, one ordinary Tuesday afternoon where you finally walk through a door you've been standing outside of for years. Take the step, the coffee is already on.